Oh, looks. I think it's working.
Excellent. That's what we like to hear.
Yeah. Oh, looks. I think it's working. It is working. Cool. I can hear myself. Okay. So we got the stream working before I sent it out, but let me
awesome.
Yeah.
Vloggers.
First time ever?
No, this is my second stream. The other one barely happened because I was so bad.
No, I mean, is this the first time ever we've sent out the link and it's actually worked?
No, we haven't sent out the link. That's how we know it will work, because we've not.
Right.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
I might get shareable link. Okay. Let's see if this works. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I'm gonna post it. Let's see. Sweet. So, I feel
We're
like
in the money.
I feel like
This
it sounds.
episode 5 already? Goddamn.
What?
I said, is this episode 5 already? Goddamn.
Yeah. Well, we skipped last week, which was
Yeah.
I think just definitely due to, I think they take New Year's kind of more seriously than Christmas in Japan. Like, Christmas is
Right.
more of a party, but New Year's is more spiritual.
Right.
It wasn't an AoT specific break. It was for more shows than just AoT.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
New Year's is more spiritual.
Right.
It wasn't an AoT.
Yeah.
So are we live?
We are live, so
Nice.
we just
Oh, shit.
started it up. Thank you to everyone who's joined. So far, it's just Asumu Muku, so thank you for joining us. First comment, first one here. But yeah, so we're here talking about
Nice. I'm
final
gonna open it
season.
up so I can read the chat.
Great thumbnail.
Thank you. I made it like, and it's our background image too. So I'm not really creative, but I couldn't really think of another one.
Yeah, I mean,
haven't
that's like the
I
shot of
haven't
the
actually
episode,
listened
right?
to any of the.
Yeah.
I haven't actually listened to any of the previous AoT weekly episodes, so.
Well, we talk about Attack on Titan. Not much of a spoiler, but you know.
Yeah. Just in case there was like something continuing from previous episode, I wouldn't know. So.
I don't think we have any ongoing gags thus far.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yeah, I think
This is a serious business show.
this is very serious. This is no memes allowed. Only serious talk. Yeah. But so Panic is gonna join us soon as well. Oh, I didn't add everyone. That's why no one is here. I'm a dumbass.
Oh, there we go. That'll do it.
I was like, why did no one come? Why is no one here? Stop ignoring
Oh
me.
right.
Well, that actually pinged
Yeah, I was just about to ask. Does that ping people if you edit a message with everyone?
Does it?
I have no idea. Just send another one that says
Yeah,
that
just send another one. Because I got a ping and I wasn't questioning it because you mentioned
Declaration
it
of war on your notifications. Yeah, the other one didn't. Yeah.
Okay,
So-
cool.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people are watching this. I know they're excited. We're excited. I think.
Yeah.
We'll find out. I don't
Eren
know.
moving forward also would have been a good
I did that
thumbnail
last
and
week,
or
I
background
think.
image. Oh, did you?
I'm going to meme that to
Okay.
death. I will meme moving forward to death, as one should. Because that is the quote.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, because I don't know if this is translated as much to like other sites, but on Twitter it's kind of become the meme that like every good main character has said, I need to keep moving forward in some way. So
yeah.
every time someone says like moving forward, it's like, he said the thing. Good MC.
The anime protagonist word.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
the hallmark of a good shonen protagonist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that is funny.
Yeah, so I think I did say we keep moving forward last week, and we did. Well, I guess it was 2 weeks ago, because last week...
Well, we didn't go anywhere last week. Last week we stopped moving forward.
We moved forward into the next year.
Yeah, well, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, fine. I'll allow that.
Technically. You can work moving forward into anything, and it works perfectly.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's like one of my friends has started using the word praxis all the time.
Ooh.
Which is like, it's like most commonly used in like Marxist social theory and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But literally the actual definition of praxis is like actions undertaken like with the intent of advancing a specific goal. Which, in other words, just means like doing anything for any reason.
Doing anything, exactly.
Yeah, doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
So I've been needing praxis a lot with my friends.
I love that.
Everybody needs a bit of practice in their life.
Yeah.
I should introduce you guys. I realized I was very rude since I'm such a noob at OBS that I'm just excited that it's working. But I am joined today by Sinrus, the Praxis Master.
Hello. Yep, that's me.
And I'm joined by Nyx. I'm really glad you could join us.
Hello, I'm glad to be here again.
I'm glad you're here too. It's always nice talking with you. It's been a while. You have a very lovely, deep voice and great insights.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we will be joined. We will be joined by Panic. But sorry.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to take this opportunity to make a shout out to my very good friend, SFA Freak from the Discord, who is an AoT anime only and has it as one of his 10 out of 10s, like favorite anime of all time. But he still has not started season 4, and I've kept pestering him all this time to just watch it. And he still hasn't.
Is he like holding off to binge it, or?
I don't know, because we talked a lot about it in like the weeks and months leading up to its release, and he was very worried about how the production was going to be. And I think his hype is kind of tempered just because he's kind of iffy on the way Mappa has been handling it from like the report that he's heard, and he just hasn't been watching a lot of anime at all recently.
Yeah.
So I'm just sort of here to talk behind his back about all the cool stuff that he hasn't seen yet. So
Are you trying to bully him into watching it?
I mean, I already have been doing that. But
okay,
yeah, this is another way of doing that.
Continue to do it, which I think is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm moving forward. I'm always moving forward.
Continue to move forward in bullying him. Yeah.
It's fine. You're standing still.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty understandable. I think a lot of people were worried about the production, not only just hearing the rumors, but then also, the entire situation of changing to a new studio kind of happening with like an interesting episode count. There was a lot of reason to be kind of worried about it. But how have you guys both felt about it up until this point?
Generally speaking, it's been rad as hell.
It's been
I think
rocking.
I can say that quite comfortably.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good, I think. Obviously, one of the first big differences are the CG Titans, but I think even they have been handled pretty well. It's leaps and bounds
honestly
compared.
barely even noticed.
Yeah,
It's
they have
like
had
leaps
CG
and bounds
Titans
compared
in
with
the last season.
Wit's. Yeah. Like looking at Wit's Colossal Titan, who was always just so goofy looking when he was rendered in CG.
Mm-hmm.
This is night and day, honestly. I barely noticed.
Yeah. It's interesting because it has like technically new character designs, but like I don't think you can notice, but it's not like that jarring, and it kind of works because it's like 4 years later, and it's a completely different
I think
setting.
it probably helps.
Yeah.
That there was
honestly,
such like a big time skip because you'd expect the characters to look different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't notice that all the time, but I have noticed it on one very specific occasion with Reiner, but not with Reiner as he is currently in like after the time skip, but how they rendered him in flashbacks to the previous seasons.
Yeah,
and he has a notably different character design. They gave him like some like luscious, handsome Squidward lips.
That's a good description.
That's one of the things that stood out to me. Yeah, so he looks kind of different in like the flashbacks to the previous events, but other than that, they've been pretty. Yeah, I haven't really noticed any dissonance.
Yeah, I do like Reiner a lot more character design wise this season. I think it works because it's kind of like he's kind of like the main character of this season thus far. I don't want to get like twisted with like protagonist versus antagonist things, but I think he's been like the point of view character.
Like the main character. Yeah, he's like the main character from the Marleyan perspective, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like Eren is still the main character, but like Reiner is like our point of view character thus far, which has been really cool to see.
Him and Falco.
Yeah, definitely him and Falco. They've kind of switched between the two, so it's pretty cool to see. What do you guys both think about the new characters like Falco, Gabby, the Marleyans, the new squad, so to speak?
Nix, I'll let you go first.
Oh, sure. They're pretty good. I mean, I don't really have anything specific to say about them. They're just a pretty solid group of characters, and they, in a lot of ways, sort of mirror, the crew that we already know. Like, Gabby has this sort of drive in her to, become the hero and kill the devils on the island and all the stuff like that, which kind of mirrors how Eren used to be with Titans.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a part of how this series portrays the theme of there are no real good or bad guys. It's all just a set of really shit circumstances for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, generally I like the new characters. There's nothing really. I wouldn't really have anything bad to say about them. They're pretty good. They've been serving their purpose so far.
Yeah, I'm not too crazy about any of like the warrior candidates. I don't have problems with any of them, but they don't really excite me at all. I've been really into the other Marleyan characters though. First off, like Reiner at this point might as well be a new character, honestly.
Mental breakdown.
How little resemblance he bears to like the Reiner of the first couple seasons.
Yeah.
Seeing everything from the Marleyan perspective brings out like a very different side to characters like Zeke too.
Mm-hmm.
And being introduced to Peck and what's his name, Galliard is the Jaw Titan now.
Yeah. I just call him that dude. I don't know. I should know his name, but I'm like, oh yeah, that new guy. Like whatever.
Oh, Panic is here.
Someone say peak fiction.
Peak fiction.
Panic just kept moving forward. Thank you for joining us. Me and Panicking have been podcasting for a bit, so Panic just finished the episode, and to catch Panic up, we're finding out how Sinrus and Nix feel about the new characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the warrior candidates are like fine.
Mm-hmm.
But the other new characters I've been really into.
They're nice.
Willie too, been great.
Oh, sorry. Continue.
Willie too has been great. He's been super interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Figuring out like what his deal was and everything. I loved the whole scene where he's like, the Warhammer Titan is someone in this room, and you look around and it's like all of the people with, like completely nondescript character designs, and then this fucking guy with his like long ass fancy anime hair.
It's not him, right?
Yeah, like it can't be him because that's too obvious, and they wouldn't have like bothered with that in the first place.
That's
but
why it's gonna be him because they think you think that.
Yeah.
I mean, Eren also just like dismembered him at the end of this episode, so
Yeah, we can look at it.
If you're a Titan,
Hey!
Hey,
It was a cliffhanger. There's no way he's dead.
He was flying in the air, broken leg. He's not dead yet, okay?
Eren just gave him a little boost in the air. Eren just like lifted him up, saying like, "Okay, now your turn to fly. Let's see what he does."
Yeah.
Probably nothing.
To me, it genuinely looked like he was like split in half, but maybe that was just the blood splatter looking kind of weird.
Well, looking at our background here,
there he is.
It does kind of look like that, doesn't it?
Yeah,
could-
he looks like he's kind of down bad a bit, just a
What way
little.
do you need your legs to live? No.
It's hard to tell if he's actually cut in half there or not. But if
Attack
he's
on
not,
legs.
Yeah, I mean that's
Then,
the
like-
age-based sensor.
Even if he is, he can still transform and get his legs back.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Sinrus, are you saying that you think he's the Warhammer Titan?
no, he's definitely not, because that would be too obvious.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
saying he.
if he's the only member of the Tyburs who like looks remotely important. So if he actually was the Warhammer Titan, why would they have bothered with the whole like, oh, which one of us is it?
Who would be? We don't know.
Yeah.
that's true.
Let's spoil it.
We
And
would
also
never
from
spoil.
the perspective,
We're attack
like,
on
also from-
spoilers.
from a sort of in-universe perspective, it also wouldn't work because like he's supposed to be the figurehead of the clan. So why just restrict him to
That's
now
true.
you're our leader and you're only gonna live for 13 years now? That also wouldn't.
That's
true.
very
Yeah, that
true.
too.
That's very true, Nix. That you should be one of the like generals here. I feel like you have better ideas than a lot of these guys.
like a million details, all these stupid rules.
Yeah.
I mean, I rewatched AoT very recently, so
It's a great
all fresh.
episode.
It's all fresh in my
Yeah.
memory. Yeah, it was great.
It's a lot of speech. I couldn't really figure out what he was trying to say with the speech.
I think he was
And
trying.
then-
It was a very interesting speech because I read this
First,
part like
he makes
months ago.
them sound like the bad guys, and then it's like turning around. Oh, actually, the
Yeah.
king of the Eldians was kind of a nice dude, but now they stole the power and they're betraying us.
Like-
Actually,
He's weirdly not
Yeah.
wrong, but also not right at the same time. Like
Yeah.
he's done a lot
Yeah.
more to kind of right the propaganda and misconceptions. Like, you know, give some credit where credit is due to Paradise Island and being like, hey, they didn't actually want to start war with us, but they could, so therefore they got to go. Like, you know, it's a very interesting situation and very compelling speech, but it's like it's still the same situation of like he's presenting his case well to, you know, enhance to propagate his agenda, which is we go to war with them.
Yeah. Do you guys know the Donkey video where he explains the lore of Metal Gear?
I think I think
No.
I did. Yeah. Yeah, I think I saw that.
Just reminded of him being like, and then Revolver Ocelot revealed that he was actually a reverse quadruple agent. Very much the vibe I was getting
Yeah.
from that speech.
same as Splinter Cell. It's like, oh, we work for
Yeah.
this group of secret government, this echelon, the third tier, blah blah blah.
I thought the speech was really well made, though. I mean, it really drove home really well that he was trying to make that. You know, actually, all this time we've been able to live in peace because the king just didn't do anything because that was his policy. But now somebody else has taken over, and they are going to destroy us. So we should attack anyway.
Yeah.
Which is really what everyone was wanting to do.
But was
the
it also
entire
the
time.
king's policy that other Eldians be exiled and sent to the island and turned into Titans to just wander around outside the city?
I don't think that was the king's doing.
I don't think
No,
it was
that
the
wasn't the
king's
king's
doing.
doing. That was Marley's doing. They were the ones
Maybe
who were like
like,
they
well,
sent
you know
that
what,
as
I
like the
guess I
death
didn't-
penalty.
I guess I didn't explicitly say you shouldn't do that, so that's on me. But
Yeah.
Whoops. Yeah, it's kind of interesting because on one hand, I feel like Willie was kind of saying that just for the benefit of giving them an excuse to go to war with them. But then at the same
very-
time, Eren actually did attack them while they were in the middle of the speech. So I kind of see both sides where it's like, they're like, Eren will attack us and declare a war, so we're going to beat him to it. And then Eren was like, gotcha, just kidding.
gotcha, bitch.
I was behind you the whole time. So they both are
Yeah.
kind of true and not really wrong, but, kind of doing what they have to.
Yeah.
Right.
So let me preface the statement by saying it was a great episode and I loved it. But it was like a really intense episode for one where like literally nothing happens.
Right. I was thinking the exact same thing. I was just tense and listening to a
Like-
speech. And then
Like
waiting for
until the
the
last
second
5
time.
seconds of the episode when Eren transforms, like all that happens is Willie just like monologues at us about lore we already know.
And
Well,
Ryan and
yeah.
Erhold sits down.
Yeah.
Reiner.
Well, I do think that, like, the Eren and Reiner conversation is really the highlight, and I think that's really cool. Like, that's definitely one of the coolest scenes of the series thus far, where we kind of get to the meat and potatoes of the entire thing, where it's like, oh, look, Eren and Reiner were the same the whole time. We realized it. Now they realize it. And it's kind of a cool scene. But it is definitely the big, calm before the storm. And then, like, the end of the episode was the storm. And next week will be the big storm.
God, I'm so excited. I want to see the Warhammer Titan so bad.
Yeah.
I really hope
It
they
looks
don't.
it looks pretty goofy in the what's it called?
Manga?
No, just like the poster for the episode.
I
The
have
trailer.
not looked at it.
The
The
concept
trailer.
art.
No, just like the thumbnail when you click on it on Mal.
Yeah, the concept art. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of silly, but I'm hoping that they can make it look kind of epic. What was interesting was Crunchyroll started the episode saying this episode had a graphic warning, thing
yeah.
at the start, and
What,
I
this
was
one?
like, Crunchyroll, I've seen like infinitely worse shit on your site without the warning.
I know.
What? I mean, what was the warning about? Like blood?
I don't know. I don't even know.
It's like a graphic content warning.
And I haven't heard that
it's
mentioned since
blood
like
on it.
Goblin Slayer,
Yeah.
which I think
Yeah,
is a bit
I don't
more
know what
deserving.
I expect more of my graphic warning.
Yeah.
Underwhelmed with the lack of
Can't just
graphic
be
content for the
Are
graphic
you
warning.
kidding me? This is baby shit.
Yeah, so I heard the biggest criticism I've heard of this episode thus far is that the OST usage during the last scene was a bit underwhelming. Like, just in terms of, like, everything from, like, Eren transforming, the declaration of war, the big booms, potentially cutting him in half. We'll see next episode. But I've seen a lot of edits that were done, I think, a bit more impressively. Like, they just did a better job of, like, incorporating over-the-top, hype-sounding, you know, OST tracks. And so, like, I've seen a bunch of things, but I'm not sure how much of that is just, like, Twitter thinks this versus how, like, the average Attack on Titan viewer will see. So, like, do you guys feel like the last scene was, you know, underwhelming at all, at least in terms of, like, the soundtrack, or?
Well, it's funny you ask that, because I don't really have any thoughts on it in the last scene. Like, it didn't make any impression on me there, but I definitely, earlier in the episode, like, while Willie is giving his speech, made note of, like, how good the OST was being used there. Yeah. Which is, like, the kind of thing that I very rarely actually notice myself. So it's fun. I don't know. I can't really speak to, like, the final moments there, but I definitely thought the OST was on point this episode.
It's funny. Hux over in the chat says that the roar was, man, that reminded me. I actually thought the roar was really goofy. Did he always sound like this?
Oh. Yeah, I think that is literally what he sounds like. That's like a very good. That's like a very good impression.
Here I am. That was really goofy sounding. I don't know if the music usually drowns it out. I feel like they usually put some kind of weird reverb on it, makes it sound like really deep and guttural, and this was just goofy.
I'll link this, guys. I'll link this for you guys to listen to. You guys don't have to listen to it now, but, like, this is like, oh no, this is the meme one. Never mind. This one's funny.
No, link us the meme one.
Oh, I think this is the meme one. But yeah, I'm gonna link it in chat.
Did they change the scream? Oh, they changed the OST.
Yeah, they just changed all of it. I'm trying to find the other one, because I saw another one that was really good, but I like the meme one. But yeah, I don't want chat to feel left out, so I'm posting it in chat.
It's the best song of all time.
That's like me mid-mental breakdown. Okay, this is the one. Okay, this is the actual one that someone suggested.
That's so iconic.
You guys can skip through this; it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna post it in chat because I don't like FOMO, or, you know, I don't want people to feel left out.
I love that. Wait, is the scream gonna be goofy?
I don't know if the scream is goofy. I didn't memorize the scream.
I just want to just change stuff, I guess.
Oh yeah, I gotta listen to it for the scream.
Yeah.
I would change the scream for memes.
This is what you're gonna do.
They just blank it out. They just remove the audio.
Yeah, that's probably for the best. Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Okay, I have this thing. I don't know about you guys. This is like maybe a bit of a tangent, but I kind of have this thing where when people start complaining about, like, how the Titans look and they call them goofy, or, like, the screams are goofy, I'm always in the weird position because I'm kind of like, weren't they always goofy? Like, I thought we just kind of pretended that they looked acceptable. You know?
For some reason in my mind, the Eren Titan always kind of sounded like, you know, in Evangelion when like Berserk mode, really deep, panicked, like out of control screaming.
Yeah, like Berserk mode.
Yeah, Berserk mode. That sounds fucking epic.
Yeah.
Always in my mind, that was always what he sounded like. But then it just reminded me that, wait, no.
Not actually the case.
Maybe not.
I think he did it a bit in times, but that's my thing is, like, you know, I think that, like, I've always had to suspend disbelief for the look and sound of Titans because they've always looked goofy to me. So I kind of just thought everyone did that. Like, I thought we all just collectively agreed to, like, pretend those were fine.
I think we all agreed that some of them look goofy, like Card.
Yeah, I think it varies. I think
goofy.
Yeah, Card and Colossal look goofy. The Beast Titan looks pretty goofy too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, most of them look goofy. The Jaw Titan also looks really goofy.
Like, I'm not even talking about the major ones too. Like, those are the ones that matter, of course. But
right.
What about, remember, like, the Running Titans compilation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, all
the
that?
random generic Titans have always looked dumb as shit.
Yeah, those are dumb.
So,
I remember back when, like, season 1 was
terrifying
airing.
slapstick.
Yeah.
I remember back when season 1 was airing, people joking about how like there must be a competition among like the artists for the show to see who can come up with the stupidest looking Titan.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that the winner of that competition got to design the cart Titan.
What if we make one normal looking and then just stretch the face?
And like,
but yeah, I think like the ones that are the cool ones have always been cool. Like
Eren's
the attack Titan, the armored Titan, those have always been cool. But
female
most
Titan.
Titans do look stupid.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that all of them look dumb. Like I even think like the one that ate Eren's mom, I think that's like appropriately terrifying. I think they did a good job with that. So like I'm not saying they're always like that. I just think in general I have to suspend a lot of disbelief because I think the designs can be very goofy. So to me it's just like such a non-issue because I'm just so used to it. Like I'm like, okay, it looks dumb, moving on. And I agree that the main one shouldn't look dumb. Like, the Warhammer Titan should not look dumb. Like, that's obviously supposed to look cool, but that's just the mindset that I go in. Cicedin said in chat that, oof, I thought the Beef Titan was genuinely intimidating in his first appearance. And I think he was intimidating, but I don't think it's necessarily due to his design. I think it was like the overall presentation.
This might be on my end, but you're echoing for me.
I'm echoing too, and I don't know why.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you're aware
I don't know why. I think
I'm
not anymore. I'm not sure.
I think the Beast Titan varies. Sometimes it looks really cool, sometimes it looks dumb. It kind of depends on the shot and also the pose.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I was happy to see that it is not below Eren to just kill civilians.
Yeah, right?
Very happy. I was about to say, oh man, is he gonna move to a safe place before doing this? He's gonna do this, right?
Redoing
like,
this right here, right now?
He's not. Maybe he's like cool about it, but no. I'm very happy to see the bomb go off.
Yeah, it wasn't
Nick,
like
I know you rewatched recently, so you know the lore and everything. So I must be missing something. But I thought when like he showed Falco his hand and like saw that he was wounded, I thought that was supposed to be like an oh shit moment because like he didn't have access to the Titan somehow. Like, is it possible for him to like do that to himself without transforming?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There was a whole thing about it in season 1 where he was, hurting himself on purpose, but couldn't get it to work.
He couldn't do it.
That's right. I do remember that.
Yeah. So it's not just the injury, but it's also the intent of transforming. You have to have both at the same time.
It wasn't in him who hurt Annie at the time. I think that was it. Annie was going crazy, and he had to get up there and stop her, and he couldn't do it because he didn't want to hurt a friend.
Yeah. I like the way that they did it when
my friend.
when Eren sort of lured Reiner down into the basement, and started telling him about how there's all these civilians around. We can't transform here.
If you activated here, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And how he hung that over his head to ensure his own safety. But when push came to shove, he was like, "Ha, got him."
I love that bit of animation where he's transforming and the hair just rises. I feel like there's such meme potential in that.
The shading on his face was great during that moment.
Yeah.
It was so intimidating.
It just looked great so far.
Dude, this entire episode was like one of the most tense episodes in all of anime that I've ever seen. It's kind of on par with this is a bit of a Bleach spoiler, but it's been ages. So basically, yeah, the betrayal at the end of the Soul Society was the other moment where I remember the episode being extremely tense and like my heart was bound like beating out of my chest, and I was really like on the edge of my seat quite literally. Even though I had been spoiled on it because obviously everybody knows what happens, but even still, just the way it was made was so good, so so intense that it got you, and I had the exact same feeling with this episode.
I love shit like this. It reminds like there's so many moments like this in the show, like Breaking Bad, where it's just
so like even though nothing really happened, the way that it was delivered was really good.
Staring each other down, knowing that the other one is just like locked. There's nothing.
And the entire time I just felt really bad for Falco.
Yeah, I felt really bad for
Yeah.
Falco.
Yeah.
I mean,
Poor
he
little
really did
shit.
nothing wrong and just tried to help this like random stranger, and then it's like, oh yeah, you just helped ruin this for everyone.
And Eren is sitting there with his dead eyes. He's just
He's
I
like-
also don't know if you guys talked about this already because I didn't hear you for a while, but it's really interesting how they were obviously very clearly obscuring the identity of the soldier who came to pick up Pika and
Yeah.
Porco and put them into the trap. But I thought about it and I have legitimately no idea who it could be.
Oh, it's got to be Armin.
Armin is
It's
like
all-
6 feet tall now.
Yeah,
Has it? Because because
that
the soldier
person's
was
huge.
really tall.
maybe he's growing out his jaw. I don't know.
He was tall, but it's like
No.
a blonde guy with a kind of like high sing-songy voice.
I mean, yeah, it was definitely a female VA. So, I mean, I that was my first thought as well. But I don't know. We saw his eyes for a while there, and I don't know if they were Armin's eyes. It was I don't know.
Is Did Annie change sides?
I thought about Annie as well, but again, that soldier
That's
was
why Peak recognizes him. Her.
yeah, exactly. So Peak recognized the soldier, and it was clearly
Oh,
a
I-
fake beard.
Because
She
Peak would
commented
never.
on, like-
Well, yeah, it could be. I guess that's possible.
It
But
would have
yeah,
to be
but-
someone I've seen before, and there's not.
Yeah, exactly. But it felt that's just a few people. But again, the soldier was like a head taller than both Porco and Peak, so I have no idea really.
That would be interesting too, because we just got the like throwaway line, quote unquote, from her dad being like, "Annie's alive. I know she is."
Right. Interesting.
Yeah,
How the turns-table.
yeah. I won't
Nice.
say anything because I know
Its
what
plot
happened.
is so
but-
thick.
Yeah.
that's the power of a time skip. Where the fuck is anybody? What happened?
I mean,
It's like,
you can also look.
I also see that Eren just knows how to control the power a lot better now. We didn't have to see him.
Yeah.
That. He just
Yeah,
does.
he kept his leg just amputated the whole time, and then just regrew it when he needed to.
I was thinking he amputated it knowing that it would grow back when he transforms, but he has learned to just like normal regenerate.
Somehow the most
to just
impressive
pause
part
it
of the
when he
whole
needs to.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's also a really interesting parallel. You can look at it as the last post in the AoT anime spoilers in our Discord of how both Eren and Willie like declared war on the other side, and then
Yeah.
immediately got the enemy Titan appear right behind them.
Yeah, I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I forgot about that originally. That's really funny. Yeah, because we were talking about how like at some point, I think. Oh wait, sorry. I keep echoing whenever. I think it's on Nix's end. Whenever I talk, I just.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's because I'm connected to my phone right now. I'm gonna have to continuously mute myself when I'm not talking.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I think we were saying before, Nix, when you had to log off for a second, that how Willie was kind of presenting things in a way that definitely made it seem, it enhanced the propaganda for Marley to go invade Paradise, but he's not exactly wrong saying that Eren's about to attack them since he just literally showed up behind them
Yeah.
as soon as he declared war.
Right.
Yeah, it's like Willie was like, and hereby I declare war on Paradise Island, and Eren was like immediately like, hey, you called?
Surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was thinking he was going to eat him, but no, he's more in control than that. Also, everybody at that announcement, that's like all the higher ups in the city, right?
Yeah, and like from
Yeah.
all over the
Going
world.
up in local and
Corners
like
and everything.
Yeah.
From like
Fine.
countries around the world.
Reiner's parents probably
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, like everyone's just chilling, and I love the like everyone's like so moved by this speech, and they're like, "Oh, this is what a tough life." Yeah, let's go attack this random
Let's
island.
all
Let's go get
unite
them.
against this common enemy. Oh, whoops!
Yeah. Oh wait, they're here.
Well, there was some really good memes about this in the Reddit thread, like Eren and Reiner talking, and Eren says, "Yeah, Reiner, we're both of us are the same," and Reiner is like, "Well, I guess, but my mum's not dead," and Eren was like, "Oh, well, we'll see about that."
Reiner, we're the
That's so
same.
funny.
What? Sorry, that was a weird thing to say. That was a weird question to ask.
I love the sorry, that was a weird thing to say meme.
Yeah, that's actually. I wish that someone would work that in. I think that would be a really funny meme for this situation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill your parents. What? Sorry, that was a weird thing to say.
Yeah, I think they did a really great job. I think it'll be interesting to see where it goes from here. Because are you guys all anime onlys for this? I wasn't sure if Nick's read it.
Yeah, I
I'm
am
anime
an
only.
anime only.
Gotcha.
Anime only, and somehow hasn't been super spoilered on all this stuff at the end.
Wow, I'm proud of you.
Somehow.
Yes.
Love that for you.
Yeah.
Like every day I see spoilers for everything else Shaw reads, but
Yeah, I somehow get you covered with Attack on Titan, but anything else is fair game.
I have been spoiled on some things from AoT, but somehow not through Twitter. Like, Twitter has just been completely spoiler-free for me, when that's what everybody complains about, like, oh, another spoiler for AoT on Twitter. When usually it's just, like, from reading a wiki and being, kind of careless or something. It was mostly just due to my own mistake.
I Google character name dead. What?
Yeah.
yeah, things like that, yeah, basically.
I think I've been spoiled on this one part, like, years ago, but out of context, you can't really... I mean, you can tell what's going on, but you don't really know the gravitas of the situation. So, like, a lot of times I just see, like, manga panels, and I'm like, okay, whatever. This looks like a big deal, but, mind empty, full of spoilers. I want to talk real quick about Kajiyuki and Hosoya with just, like, absolutely killing it in the voice acting department. Like, their conversation is just ridiculously well written, but also so well acted. I mean, I still remember almost 10 years ago, we had people complaining about Eren because he's screaming all the time, and at this point, he's almost like whispering.
I love it. I love subdued.
Especially how Reiner was really, how he sounded so like for everything that's happening.
Defeated.
So defeated, so mentally broken.
I'm in such a checkmate right here. God damn it.
He's just like, as if his life couldn't get worse. It's like, yeah, it's about to get worse.
He's had a day. He's had a week.
He's down bad.
Is he dead now?
I don't know. Well, we don't even know if Willie is dead, so I don't think we know if Reiner's dead.
There's no way he's dead. He's the plot armor titan.
Yeah.
But is he still?
We don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah.
There's also an interesting thing that I noticed on
die off screen like that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he dies like in this conflict.
Right.
Yeah.
I noticed an interesting thing in my rewatch when I was watching season 2, and there was the exact scene which Reiner mentioned today, where Eren said that he would give them the most brutal death imaginable, or something like that. When he was saying that line, I really noticed on my rewatch how much like hate was in his voice from Yuki Kaji's performance, and it really stood out to me. And this exact line got brought up today, and Eren was like, just in the most calm, serene way possible, like, "Oh, that happened, didn't it? Okay, just forget that."
Yeah.
I know what. Never mind.
Yeah, like, it's really funny just to be like, that happened. But it also goes to show just how, like, the idea of Reiner being his enemy and wanting to, like, actually take them down in the most brutal way possible is, like, not even a thought in his mind. Which is interesting because, like, the actions of the end of this episode are quite brutal, but, like, it really doesn't come from a place of, perceived malice.
I'm not really sure what to make of that.
Yeah, I think it's interesting just to show, like, all of Eren's actions, especially in the first season, came from a place of malice, revenge, trying to overcompensate for his trauma by trying to, like, take down every last Titan as he'd scream every episode. And now it's just like, just gotta keep moving forward.
Yeah. I was thinking, too, because in that whole speech he gives, part of the king's deal was to just leave them there. They have the Founder Titan, I'll just stay there. Really, the people who broke the truce were Marley for sending people to get the Founder Titan. They were the instigators. Yeah.
So,
but
they had no fucking reason to do that.
But I think the point of Lily's speech there was that Marley didn't actually know that.
Know that what?
That
they didn't know they'd send a strike force to do that?
That like the founding Titan wasn't actually a threat.
Well, I think they knew. Well, I think the whole point of that speech was to say that, like, okay, so you got the founding Titan on Paradise Island, and then you have Marley. Marley's been going to war with everyone, but they don't have enough power, so they wanted to get the founding Titan so they could better, position themselves and be a threat to the world.
But he didn't say that in the speech.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to tell these guys, we're getting this Titan back so we can beat your ass.
Like, we made a deal, and now they're attacking us because we broke the deal. Whoops,
Yeah.
sorry.
Whoops.
I mean, in either case, the speech was meant to justify an attack.
Right, it was
on
propaganda.
The island. Yeah, it was propaganda. So all these, inconsistencies, they don't really matter because that wasn't the point of the speech. The point of the speech
But
is
like
that
that
we are
proves
attacking
that
now,
it's
and Eren
just
is the bad
like-
guy.
Yeah, he's lying to the populace to justify a war.
I found it really funny. This is kind of from last episode, but I sort of remembered it that it's really funny in a sort of meta context how like the only person who showed mercy to the Eldian was like the Japanese ambassador.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. I was worried about that kid.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's done. He's done. But that was cool.
Wait, why did... Just a sec. There was that one scene where Peak runs over, hugs a guy, and everybody looks super
Yeah.
uncomfortable with it. Is it because she's Eldian, or is it because everybody has a
No,
crush
no,
on
no.
her?
They were like sort of her war buddies, but
Yeah.
all the other guys were jealous of that one guy. who got
Right,
hugged.
that's the actual takeaway I took. But they all looked so fucking shook.
I wasn't sure, actually. I wasn't
They
sure.
were like, "Oh my god, what has she done? Oh, jeez."
I wasn't sure if that
Now
was
they have to
like
kill us.
unpure Eldian hugging us or like Lucky we're down bad.
Yeah,
I wasn't actually sure, but
I'm thinking it was the second one.
yeah.
It was a weird thing to throw in there either way.
'Cause everybody loves Peak.
Yeah.
It's true.
Everybody loves Peak.
Yeah, I mean,
I will say it seemed kind of goofy to me how they got caught in like this really basic like cartoon trap.
the
It's like, when
Scooby-Doo
the
trap.
fuck did they build a goddamn trap door?
Yeah, right?
It's actually really funny. It's really funny when you think about it, but like they really just got
Trap doors
bamboozled
are
in like a
fiction.
Scooby-Doo
They are
trap.
awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
so stupid.
yeah, like it's well thought out. Like they definitely got it down correctly, but like it is really funny when you point it out like that.
But yeah, I guess that is the only way you can actually trap a Titan.
Yeah, trap both
Right.
of them. Just
I
have-
guess you couldn't you just like I get that they're hard to kill, but couldn't you just like shoot them in the head?
I guess we don't know if the whole issue is like, we don't know if they want to kill them or if they just wanted to trap them. And then the whole issue with killing them is that they like lose control of that Titan's power specifically, because then it'll be reborn in someone and they won't know who has it.
Yeah, but that's
exactly. From the point of view of
problem
Paradise,
for future.
Yeah,
MCs.
it's more practical to get a Titan and have somebody eat them so that they can at least control the power and maybe get some memories or something.
Yeah, because they use
Yeah,
it
so
as
it's not
a
really
weapon.
advantageous to kill them.
But it won't be an immediate threat. That kid would have to grow up first.
Yeah, but then they don't know. They're like, who?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. So it is, so it is more of like, okay, we need to keep track of our weapons more than like, we need to kill this person.
I will say I'm more invested in this post-time skip AoT than I've been at any time previous.
That's good to hear. So,
I like the previous seasons, but there's a lot of screaming and
do you find like
that's
this?
sometimes seemingly mindless action. This is like tense.
Yeah, this is more like
I love
political thriller kind of thing. I think it's more of
Yeah.
like, it's
And
more
they've done that
interesting.
before too, but I didn't really super into it that time. The whole Historia being queen, and that was like half a season of like people fucking around in the city and trapping dissidents, and I don't know.
Yeah.
This whole revolutionary thing inside the walls. I guess I would like that more in the rewatch. At the time, I was kind of bored with it. This I like.
I think Attack on Titan really turned up in the third season.
I guess I like it when they have the upper hand and they've kind of broken bad.
Uh-huh.
This is fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting conceptually, and it's like a really cool payoff to like everything we've seen thus far. Like, it's such a cool concept that I haven't really seen recently. Of like, yeah, so let's just like completely show the other side, and then see, let's see what they see, and then have a whole arc of that.
Fuck yeah, domestic terrorism.
Well, they're not exactly domestic,
Well-
but point.
Well, he's
stand.
lived
Yeah,
there
that's
for 4
fair.
years.
Yeah, he's been there close enough. Yeah. So
Like he says, he's lived there, he's met the people, and in the end, it doesn't matter. He's gonna kill them anyway.
yeah, I feel it must kind
Yeah.
of suck to actually tell some kid that like you proved to me that the enemy is good people. I'm doing it anyway. Let's go.
Die.
Yeah.
This is one of the things I'm looking forward to the most in the upcoming episodes, to to find out just how deeply the people from Paradise have infiltrated into the society.
I'm
Because
excited
they're
to see.
obviously
Like,
very informed.
I want
on
to see
pretty
the
much
characters
everything.
we know just pop up in weird. Like Mikasa has been married to the high-ranking politician for 4 years or something. She's a mom now.
Yeah, that would be
No one
funny.
knew. Like, where the fuck is she?
I mean,
Well, I guess we might find out since we have more
Maybe
episodes
she's
left.
working with Titan.
Would
But
Mikasa
then why
be a
would
Titan?
Eren? Yes.
I don't think Mikasa would ever be a Titan.
Yeah, I can't. Well, they wouldn't. They'd have to have acquired one of the other
Yeah,
Titans.
I don't
She
think they
could
can
become
just
the
find
female
him walking
Titan.
around.
They could just eat
Oh,
Annie.
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I think. Do you guys have any? Do you guys have any predictions for the next couple episodes?
I mean, besides guessing who the Warhammer Titan is, which I guess can't be long-haired guy, and if everyone else in that room were super boring, maybe there was some special guy hidden in the room. That, like, he knew there was a spy in there who was actually the Warhammer Titan. I don't know.
maybe it will just turn out to be one of the boring people.
Maybe it's just
One of the things
boring
I found most interesting was that Willie and that one Marleyan general, like Magath or something, I think that was his name. They were talking in the previous episode about how there's, how rats have infested the house, and how in this episode the general didn't seem to be very surprised that there's already an enemy invasion. So they must have known that the people from Paradise were already there. So I guess my main question is just how deep all this.
Oh, damn it. What the hell?
He got cut off.
he-
They didn't want to
he
hear what he had to
exploded.
say.
He transformed. He was in the building.
Can't believe
Hello?
Nix is fucking dead. Oh, he's back. Yeah. Oh, he's
They did save
sorry.
him.
Yeah.
Nope.
Whoops.
He can't keep moving forward.
Right, anyway.
Nyx has that high Q, like, what is it? Confidential information that we can't hear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Censored by the government every time.
They're trying to
it's time
silence him.
talk. No, I mean, for predictions, I guess it would be like, who is the soldier who trapped Peak and the other guy?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
If we're insisting it's not Armin, which my first thought was Armin. He
I'm
could've
pretty
grown.
sure it's Armin.
He was young. Like, he could have grown a whole lot. It would make sense in that regard. I don't know. Otherwise, I would guess it's Annie, and they've turned her, and she's just hiding super well.
She's just
Did
playing
we ever
the
see the
bamboozle.
soldier's actual face? I feel like we always saw them from slightly behind,
No, I don't think we did.
because the nose would give it away.
Yeah.
Annie's built different. And we appreciate her for that. They could have turned Annie, I guess. Wouldn't be impossible. Guessing who the Warhammer Titan is, I guess that doesn't matter. I'm just excited to see him.
Yep, same.
And, as to where Mikasa and the others are, that's tough. It could be literally anywhere. I like my idea that Mikasa has like infiltrated the high society. Just being like a housewife somewhere to the prime minister or something. The least Mikasa thing there is.
That would be a lot of fun.
That would be funny.
I'll jump on board with that theory just for
That
the
Mikasa
laughs.
became a housewife.
It would definitely be unexpected. Like, what you expect is that she's sitting in a hideout in the sewers somewhere, like sharpening a sword. That would be boring, though.
I will say,
Mikasa retired.
I will say,
She's been
if
building
Mikasa retired at this point,
bombs.
I'd give the series a fat 1 out of 10 for coming up with a mud ass development.
And where is fucking Levi? I'm trying to think who was even left.
Like
On
most
the
of the cast:
Paradise team last time. we
Levi,
saw them.
Armin, Jean, Connie, Sasha.
Hanji.
Hanji.
Oh, okay. Here's my prediction for this season. Connie's fucking dead.
Connie
could
could
only
be
There's
dead.
dream,
no
you know?
way Connie survives this goddamn show. He's like the most red shirt character I can imagine.
Connie's the short, like he's like the buzz cut guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the bald kid.
Nah, he's married Sasha. There's no way that.
Why are they getting married? Like, where do they have time to get married?
It's been 4 years.
I mean, if they're on a ship, ship captains can marry people.
Panic is like just wants the wholesome ending, and he's like,
I just
"Oh,
want
it's
everybody
so cute.
to
They're
have,
getting
like,
married. They have kids. It's so wholesome."
Found their. I mean, can't we have one couple in this series get together?
War is
No, but,
bad
like,
and suffering.
Maybe Hanj and Levi got married.
That would be
Armin and
interesting.
Historia got married. I don't know. Where's she in all this? Is she just back home? There's so many characters. Where the fuck would they all be? Are they all just pretending to be crippled throughout the city?
That would be
walking
funny,
around with no
actually.
legs?
When the cripples strike back.
Except they're not Titans, so they can't grow them back, but they forgot when they did it.
That'd be funny.
No, but like, listen, Connie and Sasha are like the two, just like normal everyman, like spectator side characters who are left.
Sasha's
Right.
gonna eat a potato as she kills Reiner.
And there's no fucking way they're gonna kill Sasha.
Yeah, everybody.
Like,
loves
it's just
Sasha.
not gonna happen.
Yeah,
All my homies
I can't
love
see them
Which means
killing
that the
Sasha.
next time they need to kill a major character on the protagonist side for like shock value, it's going to be Connie. He's the only one left.
But here's a good
Ooh,
important
yes.
question for you: does anyone give a shit about Connie?
A little bit.
No, but I haven't given a shit about most of the side characters they killed off.
But if you had to power scale them based on who you give a shit about the least, who wins out?
Armin.
who I give a shit about the least.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like I feel like I'm remembering some like side arc from I
about-
want to say it was in
What Jean Kirstein.
But I love Jean.
No, Jean was
is-
good. Jean was
is a
probably
good
the best of the random side characters they've
Yeah.
killed off.
Really? Oh, is he
Um,
dead? Damn it! I was just
I don't
looking at a
remember,
character
honestly.
list.
We haven't seen him in a while, so he must be dead, right?
Nah,
I feel like
We
he
haven't
must
seen
be.
most of the cast,
Could be.
so I don't know if we can say they're dead or not.
no one's
And
ever
it wasn't
really
there,
gone.
there was like some side arc of a couple seasons ago about like two random like members of the military who had like a weird sexual tension thing going on between them. Do you know what I'm talking about?
This is not.
I have
from
no
you.
Do you
what
mean
you're talking
the
about.
people from the military police? That one guy with the weird bowl
Yes,
cut.
yes.
Oh, yeah, he
the
died.
military police.
Yeah, he's
I mean,
gone.
that guy's already dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yes, I'm saying those are the ones I cared about the least.
No, I'm
mean-
talking about the people who are alive, though. Because, Nix, I don't know if you heard, they're making predictions on who's going to die.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get what you mean with like the characters being disposable and Connie being on top of that list, but I think if the show has balls, I could conceivably see it. See them kill Sasha. That would be sad.
I could see
but
them
I think
kill literally anyone except Eren, which means they will kill Eren. I could see.
yeah, but that's
Mikasa
like
dying,
that's
I
like
could see
endgame
Armin
stuff,
dying.
right? That's stuff that that's
Yeah, I couldn't see them killing Eren
at
now.
the very end of the story, but like
Because it's like
at
really,
around
what
this
is
time,
what
I
are they
guess.
trying to do here? Are they trying to build a better society? No, this is war. Anyone's good to go.
Yeah. Nix, did you have any bold predictions, or did you want to continue what you were saying before you were silenced by the government?
Sorry about that. I had some computer problems and I had to be on my mobile phone for a
Watch
bit.
it happen
and,
again.
no, I'm on my
Yeah.
PC now, so it should be fine. But
anyway,
no,
as I
I
was
was saying
saying-
that I was really I'm really curious to hear how that sounded on your side, because for me it just
Loud.
nothing really happened.
It sounded like you were like getting static kicked off, and we're like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
The
really sorry
organization.
about that. I didn't.
Anyway,
Yeah, I was just saying I was curious about like the counter sort of espionage from both sides, from both Paradise and Marley, and like how much they know about each other, and how much they knew about each other going in, because they obviously both sides already had some intel about like about what's going on. So that's just something that I'm curious about, but that's not really as major as this war and the Warhammer Titan and all that sort of stuff, but. Yeah, that's just kind of what's on my mind, and I don't know. It's really set things up really well. I'm really looking forward to seeing how it all pans out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely agreed on that front.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think
They've done an
I'm excited to
extremely
see
good job
just how
setting up the
ruthless the main squad.
I mean,
is gonna
I'm
be.
assuming that next episode everybody from Paradise just sort of pops out of their sort of hiding place that they've
Yeah,
been in for
hoping
like
it's
I don't know how long.
Yeah.
Because we've seen them in the trailer. We know that they're just going to arrive there in their new snazzy uniforms and all that stuff.
Right.
So that's probably going to happen next episode, and
I have
that's going to be epic.
I have another prediction. I'm thinking they might have planted normal Eldians throughout the city who are just ready to transform. They
I'm-
could
Like
have.
into like normal Titans.
Just like straight
Yeah.
up citizens from Paradise who aren't like shifter Titans.
but that would like ruin their lives. That would like
use them as like
that would be
Just
like
use
using
you
them
know
as,
like they did with the airdrop.
Yeah, but
Right.
those are used. Those were like prisoners. I don't think the
I
like
know,
Paradise.
but I'm
group-
thinking they have like radicalized. I don't know, people who are willing to give their life for the cause.
I don't think
Yeah.
they
I mean
would do
there are
that.
prisoners on Paradise as well. So
Yeah, I mean they could,
Well,
but I
that-
don't think they would
that
use
would
that.
be a cool and interesting development, because like the fact that the Eldians do that is like a big part of what makes them like the villains.
I think it's Marleyans. Marleyans do that to
Marleyans use the
Eldians.
Yeah,
Eldians
the fact
as
that-
bombs, living bombs.
Right. The fact that the Marleyans do that is a big part of what makes
Yeah.
them like the bad
The,
guys.
the disposability of other human lives.
literally living bombs. I think Reiner referred to it in the first episode as kinetic bombardment, which was like
Yeah.
such a dehumanizing way to refer to these people. It really
Right.
underlined how routine it had become for them.
So to see the Eldians start doing like basically the same thing would
They
be
all have this quote unquote curse that can be weaponized.
right. That would be interesting.
So if some people just signed up, maybe like I don't know, 10 people, whatever, just an inconspicuous number, just hiding throughout the city, right, waiting to be transformed. That'd be cool.
But they would also have to get access to like the Titan serum, which may not be so easy.
But isn't that just an innate ability of all Eldians
Yeah, but you have to be injected with the Titan serum.
Yeah, that's
to
like
become a Titan?
Yes.
And it's like some of the Titan shifters had the ability to like force people to transform.
But
Like
wouldn't
Zeke
that be
has that.
something the founding
Do that.
Titan can make?
yeah, probably. That's
yeah,
true.
maybe. I mean, yeah, probably.
He's the
I mean,
founding
speaking of the
Titan.
founding Titan, I mean, Eren can only use that when he's in contact with Historia. And I was also wondering what Historia is up to, but since she's probably like the one character who probably remained
Wait,
back
why
in
can
Paradise.
wait, what? Why can he only use?
Yeah,
it
I
when
don't
he
remember
comes-
this either.
I don't remember this.
Oh yeah, this is the
It
whole
was
thing.
because
Yeah,
it was
go ahead.
because when the only time he used the founding Titan's abilities was at the end of season 2 when he punched the Titan that ate his mum. But it turned out that because that Titan was from a royal bloodline, because it was Grisha's previous wife,
And Zeke's
so she
dad.
had the royal
I mean, Zeke's
blood.
mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she had the royal blood, which meant that only somebody who has the royal blood can control the power of the founding Titan. And Eren was only able to control it at that moment when he connected with that Titan
Oh.
who had royal blood.
So that's why the king had the founding Titan, because then he
Mhm.
can use it all the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But then he's also doomed to a short life unless that's not a trait of the founding Titan.
No, yeah, he was.
It
The king changed like every 13 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
makes sense.
like, the only two people right now with royal blood in the show are Historia and Zeke.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
And yeah, so he also, like, Eren remembered that at the end of season 3, season 3 part 2, when they had that sort of like courtroom hearing or whatever it was, and Eren recalled it. He put the pieces together in his head that it only happened when he touched the Titan with royal blood. But he
Mhm.
didn't want to say anything about it to them because he didn't know
yes.
what they would do to Historia if they
Yeah.
knew that.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Um,
remember that now.
So, but whatever could have happened in the 4 years. So
This feels like 10 years ago in my brain or something.
That is the 2020
Probably
effect.
watch it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
You want to remind me while you're at it, Nix, what exactly is the power of the Founding
I was
Titan?
about to ask, what does
Yeah.
he do? He directs other Titans, right? He commands.
He
where they
does,
go.
yes. The Founding Titan has the power to control pure Titans. Pure Titans are
Okay.
like the mindless ones.
But he can't make more.
Oh,
pure
what is
Titans.
it they call him? The coordinate? Is that
Yes.
the
Yeah,
term?
Yes.
that's what it is.
And
And
the female Titan can also kind of do that.
Yeah, but to a lesser extent.
Yeah.
But the exact meaning of coordinate, I think, is left kind of vague on purpose.
Right.
Because they used it as a sort of code word for a while, and we know that like it's the point where the paths converge. But that's pretty much all that we know about it. We don't really know what that means exactly.
Yeah.
I think I saw
it's-
someone say that the female Titan has the power of the coordinate, but only to make others attack her or something.
I don't think
I
that's the
forget.
case.
Oh,
I
No,
think
I do remember seeing that on the wiki. Yeah.
It's like
Really?
she's got the
Yeah.
same transform power as Zeke, but in a way that makes them hostile to her. I forget why
Yeah.
or
It seems
how.
like a really weird power to have. I
It's
think she
something
can
like
just.
she can call them to her, but then because she's not actually the Founding Titan, they like turn on her. Something like that.
I mean, there's also something that I saw some cut manga panels from episode 3, I think it was, the one where Reiner had his flashbacks, and there's nothing big. It was just how they got to the wall, and basically they just rode on Annie, but it also showed that all the Titans that came to the wall actually were just like they were chasing after Annie. That's they sort of lured them there.
Yes.
So that may be part of it. I don't know.
Hang on, I'm looking this up again because I do remember reading this, but I don't remember exactly what the details on it were. Just that it seemed like really shitty.
Yeah, it sounds kind of
Not a great
contrived,
power.
honestly.
Yeah.
She's got,
I do have to admit,
she's also got localized hardening, whatever.
Yeah.
Powers,
The female
but,
Titan's whole thing is just like it can kind of do like a shitty version of all the other Titans.
Yeah, basically, it's
like
it's
close
versatile.
combat specialist, but really no built-in defense.
yeah, I gotta
It
admit,
really
I do
is.
like have to
Yeah,
suspend
there
a
we go.
bit of like I have to suspend a bit of disbelief when it comes to like the attack on. Not the attack Titan, but like just the Titan powers in general. Like sometimes it feels like they just kind of like throw some stuff in there at the end, like just to make it like do more stuff. And it's not like a deal breaker or anything, but I try and think about it, but not think about it too much at the same time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
here
I
it
think
is.
the female Titan is just meant to be versatile. Basically,
Yeah.
that's the whole deal.
Yeah.
From the Attack on Titan wiki, similar to the Founding Titan and Zeke Yeager's Beast Titan, the female Titan is able to exercise a degree of influence over pure Titans through a scream-based ability. It possesses the ability to attract pure Titans. The downside of the attraction ability is that once the Titans following the female arrive at her location, they will attack the female Titan and eat its body.
Hate when that happens.
Poggers.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
not
sounds.
where you want to be.
I mean, that
So
sounds
really,
like
the
Isayama.
trick is to attract them and then just book it.
Yeah.
Run
I
away.
mean, that sounds like Isayama just got to the.
Uh-oh.
So
Oh no.
yeah,
The government's
It's
found
the
Nix
government.
The
again.
fucking government.
This is my favorite meme of just like Nix is getting taken by the government because he's spitting too much facts about Attack on Titan.
You're
Yeah.
talking about anime again? You can't do that.
Not in my house. Yeah, I think that's just
I don't have anything else for predictions.
I have
Sorry, I got interrupted for a bit again.
No,
This time
yeah.
it wasn't a technical issue, but whatever. To me, with the female Titan, it sort of feels like Isayama got backed into a corner with Annie being trapped in season 1, or like at that point in the manga, and he was just like, shit, now she has to get out of this somehow. Let's just make Titans devour her for no reason.
yeah.
yeah, I think yeah.
Wait, did that happen?
Yeah,
Yes.
she got trapped in like a contraption.
I remember she
Yeah,
got
that's
trapped
the
in
one
a
where
crystal. Did
oh
she
yeah,
get
that's
out?
the one where like after she just
No,
demolished
this
Levi's crew and he's like, "You're fucked now. You're done."
They're
Now
like
we
chasing
can-
her down through the forest, and she like screams to attract a ton of Titans to like force them off her trail.
Oh yeah.
She specifically got trapped in, like, Erwin literally prepared a trap for her, and she got immobilized, and she called all the Titans to eat her so that she, as like her main body, could actually escape.
and she just regenerated a while later somewhere else.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the crystal trap.
No,
That was at the
She's
very
still
end.
in the crystal.
She's still in the crystal.
I mean, as far as we know,
as far
yeah.
as we know, I
As
guess.
far as we know.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, so should be wild.
Yep.
Should be crazy, but I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. It was definitely one of the bigger episodes that I was anticipating, and I was excited to see what everyone thought. Very nervous to see how they handled it, but I think they did a mostly very good job. So I'm excited.
I mean, if there's something that I'm nervous about going forward, is to see how they handle the Warhammer Titan in CG. I assume, because they're doing all the other Titans in CG as well.
I heard this one will actually be
And-
claymation.
But yeah, because I mean, the Titans are all pretty great, except for like the Beast Titan, who was kind of okay in CG, not like amazing.
It will be stop motion, but with the actual Warhammer minis.
But
That's awesome.
yeah, I really want to see how they make the Warhammer Titan, but
Right.
I don't know. I'm assuming it'll be good. I have faith in Mappa for this right now.
I'm sure even like the kind of weird looking like strange smoothness of it in the key art and the posters, like that would probably look better in motion if that is just how it looks.
Yeah.
You know, all the Titans that have looked stupid are the ones that are like kind of supposed to look stupid.
Yeah, I think
Right.
they know to prioritize it, so I think they'll do a good job. At least I gotta believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll keep moving forward.
They'll keep moving.
You gotta
forward,
believe, and you
just
gotta
like we
keep moving
will.
forward. And what are the others? Tropes.
Just apply some good praxis.
Believe
and
in the
it'll be
you
fine.
that believes in the show.
Yeah.
God, I love Praxis. I'm glad I've read that to you guys now.
Me too.
Oh, Panic wasn't here for that, I guess.
Wait, what?
Oh, Panic, were you not here when I was talking about Praxis?
No.
Oh, I'll repeat it because this is good. One of my friends has started using the word praxis all the time, which is a term that's like, it's most often encountered in terms of like talking about like Marxist theory and stuff. But the dictionary definition is actually just like actions undertaken like for the sake of pursuing a specific goal or something like that. But when you break it down, what that really translates into is just like doing literally anything for any reason.
So in praxis.
Yes. So I've just been memeing the word praxis as something that's completely meaningless.
That's actually a really common word in like Danish language. If you have,
Oh, is it really?
If you're a doctor and you have your own like whatever that's called, place, doctor place,
No,
consultation room.
not practice. Praxis. Praxis.
We also use.
I think that's how they. I think that's how they have it in Danish, but it
Yeah.
means
Oh, is
what
it?
practice
Yeah,
means.
when you have your own
okay, never mind.
practice, we call it praxis.
Yeah, it's like because we
Oh,
do
yeah,
in
call
English
it
it's
practice.
like
in
the doctor's
US.
practice.
Yeah, we
That's
call
really
it,
funny.
Yeah, that's funny actually. Yeah, well. Yeah.
I used to think. Now I'm doubting myself. I don't know my language. I only speak English.
Anyway,
Anyway.
I think isn't that like pretty much? Are we done here?
Yeah, I think we've stopped moving forward for this
Cave
week.
Johnson, we're done here.
We've pretty much addressed
Yeah.
everything. We love the episode. Good stuff. Looking forward to next week.
It was a great episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
I did note that it was kind of conservative on the animation, but like when it needed to, it really delivered. So it was all fine.
Sister snapped for sure.
I think that's fine. I think that's a sign of really good production is like knowing when to use your animation budget.
Yeah, I mean it's production management, but then it's also contradicted by what they did. Like for example, in episode 2, when they had all that random character animation be really intricate for no reason
That's a
really.
good point. Yeah. That was
So
pretty
you don't really know what to expect with this show anymore.
Yeah.
There's a cool little bit of character animation when they're listening to the speech and it's just a close up of Eren's face and suddenly his eyes widen just for like a couple of frames.
Yeah.
It's like Willie said something about going to war or something, and his eyes would look just like, there it is.
Nice
The keyword.
detail there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Maybe that was what like when he decided to go through with it or something. I don't know if there was even any meaningful anything to it. It's a nice little detail.
Yeah.
I also wonder, going forward, there's something I wonder about in that. I noticed, and this has been kind of bugging me from episode 2. I noticed that Zeke, he was talking with Colt about like why is his beast why is Zeke's beast titan so special? Like
That was
like,
really cool. Scene.
It seems he has some abilities that others don't, and Colt specifically said, "It's not like you have any royal blood." And Zeke says, "I don't know. I guess we may never know."
It's like that meme. Guess we'll never know.
That either means that Zeke doesn't know that he has royal blood, or that he's specifically keeping it a secret that he has royal blood.
No, I think Zeke knows, because he also, in that same conversation, says like, "Oh well, once you inherit the Beast Titan, you'll learn all my secrets."
Oh, that's true. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I think Zeke knows.
And he plays it off as a joke, but that's definitely what he was referring to.
So Zeke is keeping a secret that he has royal blood, which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to believe for me that Zeke might like turn on the Marleyans, because he's been, so loyal to them this entire time and just slaughtered a bunch of, Eldians on Paradise.
I could absolutely see him turning.
But yeah, maybe he has some.
We have this whole movement. Other Eldian people think like they meet and talk about Eldian things. Wasn't that a part of it? Like he meets with higher up Eldians.
I mean,
that was something earlier.
They met, like all the warriors met, and they talked about how the Tyburs are gonna declare war. That was about it. But yeah, if Zeke has some ulterior motives, that will also be interesting to see.
I'm sure he's got something up his sleeve.
Yeah, he's a really interesting character, and I don't really know.
Long furry sleeves.
Who, Willie or Zeke?
Yeah, Zeke.
Yeah, Zeke is really interesting. Yeah, that's all I'll say on that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all sorry, that was a weird thing to say.
The curse of the Soul Reader.
Yeah, I've tried to be.
There's nothing more
silent.
ominous or spoilery than when a Source Reader says, "Oh, that's interesting."
No. I mean, in like a true, I would never spoil a character death by saying like, "Wait until you see what happens next episode." Like, I'm not like -2 IQ like that. I probably used to be.
I have a theory. Oh, that's interesting.
I just don't want to say anything else because I'm like, yeah, Zeke is interesting. End comment.
So he's gonna die. That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that. But yeah.
So he's gonna live. That's also a spoiler.
Rip Zeke.
Rip Zeke.
If you ask Game of Thrones watchers, it's also a spoiler who doesn't die.
That's a good point. But yeah, I will say nothing. I will confirm or deny nothing, but I will confirm that this was a great episode and we had a really great talk. I enjoyed talking with you guys. Thank you, Nyx, for fighting off the government to give your takes on Attack on Titan and clarifying all the powers.
I'm sorry for deafening you a few times. I had no idea it was happening.
No, it's not like it wasn't loud. It was just like a starting.
I see.
It only happened 2 times. That was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed because all of you laughed for no reason. I was like, oh, something must have messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good talks, guys.
Yeah.
Good talks.
Thanks for
Fun
having me.
times. Thank
Talked
you.
to you guys in like a million fucking years.
Yeah,
True.
It was definitely fun. And thank you to everyone in chat for joining us. Thank you for your fun comments. And thank you for tuning in as we talk about Declaration of War. I think we do have an episode next week, so we will probably start around the same time between...
And thank you for moving forward.
Thank you for moving forward.
Always.
Please move forward into the next week with us as we continue to move forward. Good vibes, good times. Keep moving forward. Thank you, everyone, for joining me, and then thank you, everyone, for listening. Hope to see you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
No more moving forward.
And moving forward.